Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. I'm a talker. If you don't like listening to me talk, I do not know why you would continue to listen to me talk. About 1,000 days ago, Diana, who's not here right now, she's taking care of Jedi. She's in the other room, kind of sleeping or eating or whatever she's normally doing right now, which is not normal. In fact, if there's one thing that I've learned over all of these years, it's that nobody's normal. I've yet to meet a normal person. They don't exist. Normality is an idea. Story of my life. And the story of my life has been playing out in the daily vlog. When Diana suggested that I start vlogging, I didn't know why people would be interested. I don't know if I still know why people would be interested, but I know there's something that could be done with what we're doing in vlogging. I've got a stack of postcards here next to me. These are all the postcards that have been sent to us because of the vlog. And whether people sent these postcards in because they wanted us to see their part of the world, to let us know who they were, where they were, these postcards came. And to me, it's less about having this stack of postcards, which does admittedly serve as a nice reminder. It's a great thing to collect. Instead of just collecting postcards, I've collected experiences. And more than anything, I'm reminded of just how many people's lives we've impacted. I've never had a normal day in my life. Sometimes I've been accused of being too transparent. I don't know if that's a weakness. I don't know if it's a strength. I find it very difficult to hide behind a mask. And even when I have to, I think it becomes painfully obvious to anybody who's watching. I do my best to present something in as genuine a way as possible. Then in the vlog, yes, I have fun and try to make certain things entertaining, like giving a voice to the dogs, giving a voice to a toy, setting the stage for a little gag, because it's fun. I realized something as I was fleshing out what I wanted to talk about today with you. Not to you, with you. Some people use the camera to hide their true selves. I use the camera to exacerbate myself, my true self. I use it to project. I don't use it to hide. I don't know what that makes me. So, when you may have watched other stories unfold on the internets or beyond, they may be real stories, or they may not be. What I want people to understand, even if they cannot accept it, is that I may not use the camera in the same way as others do. And I don't want to use the camera like others do. The camera is a tool for me to communicate, to share a story. My story. And it's something that I care about very deeply. As much as I care about every human being whose life I've impacted in a positive way. I can't be anybody other than myself, which can be a challenge if we may have connected because of a shared interest. If you decide on your own volition, through no fault of anybody's, that you're no longer interested in the same things that I'm interested in, the chain's broken. And vice versa. That's a reality. I'm passionate about certain things, and the things that I'm passionate about are going to change over time. That's a reality. There are things that I was interested in as a kid that I'm no longer interested in. And some things that have been rekindled in terms of an interest in my personal life. And I find it very difficult to hide. Some people use the camera to escape themselves, and I guess I use it to amplify myself and amplify the story. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
I kind of came to that conclusion right now. It's really strange.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow. Sometimes I process things and after I've processed them, they've just kind of come out. And there are times when you get known for that one thing, and even though you've done a million other things, it's that one thing that people always want to remember, and that's not you. It was just one thing. It was just one part of you. I enjoy video. But this is one of the reasons I've always done video the way that I've done video. I'm not a video producer. As much as I produce video, I'm not a video producer. I think about how things are going to look and how they're going to sound and how they're going to play and how they're going to be, but I'm not a video producer. The video is just a tool. It's an extension of myself. And the vlog format, to stay true to that, in my mind, is to give a slice of life, a reflection of how I feel that day, what happened, what I think is interesting, what I can document. In a vlog, when I may not seem to be as happy as somebody else who might be doing their own vlog, their own life, their own way of approaching something, I'm giving you what it is that I am that day. And sometimes that matches with what it is that you're looking for in terms of experiencing this story with me, this life. Diana also explained to me today, and she's definitely said this before. She's a very wise woman, this Diana. She said that some people watch vlogs to escape their own life. And I know that some people out there have said the same thing. Maybe they're going through tough times. However, like many human beings out there, I often say things that have a lot of context that I don't also include with the things that I say. For example, I said something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing myself, I said something like, I'm doing the vlogs for Jedi, or if I'm going to do the vlogs, they'll be for her. And the context of that is, she's a great reason to document our daily experiences. She really is. Today I'm a little disappointed because before recording this, we believe that we heard her laugh for the first time. And I would have been vlogging it, but Diana and I were talking about what it was that I really wanted to say today. And then Diana started crying, and wish I could have recorded it, but I did not have the camera on me. I can't ask for a do-over. What I was trying to say is Jedi is a great reason, and the only reason I would need to vlog. But the fact that so many other people are watching and experiencing and appreciating and being there makes us not feel so alone and gives us a reason to continue to share. And if I did not want to share something with you, I wouldn't. There's a lot that I do not share with you. I don't need to. And quite honestly, I don't want to. I can't share everything with you. As transparent as I am, there are many things that we do in the average day that we just don't talk about. Average week, average month, we just don't talk about. Not just because they're mundane, it's just because we don't talk about it. I want to try to change that a bit. I've always appreciated when we see bits of you and are able to share who you are in relation to where our lives cross over on any given day. Always, always, always. How do I want to say this again, hon? You said it so well. I've been talking about surfacing in a much more transparent manner what we're doing, but bringing you in. And not physically, mind you, unless, of course, you ever come to an event that we produce. Bringing you in on this experience to know that something that you've done has impacted somebody else's life, apart from our own. I always know that I want to do something, and anything that I do, I want it to have an impact. I genuinely do. If I was doing something for the sake of doing something, I wouldn't do it. It's going to have an impact. And I've always appreciated looking at a daily effort of a vlog of us sharing our lives. And it's okay, baby. We can say you were in it at least once.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of continue to do what we do anyway, but this is kind of a challenge. It's an ongoing challenge, and I don't know if I want to keep talking about it because this is the type of thing that I mentioned in the vlog the other day. I really do not like talking about because I think it takes away from what it is that you're doing. But I think we have a chance of impacting many, many lives and using this vlog as something more than what it is. Providing inspiration, providing change. Sorry about that. Did not mean to do that.
No.
Arthur Hominga. Picture of his backyard there. Put you back on top. I was planning on something, and still am. It's going to happen this week. I'm just waiting for everything to come in. It's in the same vein. I have a few friends that I confide in, and I sent a note off to one of them asking really for something completely different. I said, I don't even like talking about this kind of stuff. And he says, you know what? You reach enough people that simply by showing what it is that you're doing, you might be able to get other people to do something similar. Even if they don't talk about it, even if they never share that story, you've impacted their lives. And they've in turn impacted others. It's kind of like the whole pay it forward model. But in order to pay it forward, it has to start somewhere. One person who claimed to be my internet critic, which I thought was a cute term, I got a lot of those, get in line, used my reality as a weapon against me. I'm not saying I'm the most popular kid. I don't need to be. If I can change one other person's life, it may have been worth the effort. So, we're bringing you in on it. And doing something that we're doing anyway. But we want to show you that impact that you're making. As much as you appreciate me, I appreciate you. And I like knowing that I'm making an impact. So, it's very reasonable, I believe, that if we can get to 2,000 likes for every vlog, at the end of that week, Diana and I are going to show you what we're donating. And we've done this silently in the past. We're not doing it for recognition, because some would argue, well, you should be doing it anyway. If we do it and we don't tell you, you don't know we did it, and there's a greater chance of you not doing it yourself. But if you see us doing it, there's a possibility of you mirroring what it is that we've done and doing it, even if we never know. That's my hope. I really hope that is the outcome of this, that we can make change. So we're going to start using the vlog, or want to start using the vlog to do more than just sharing our story, but actually doing more to changing people's lives. That's one way. It's a possibility. It's worth a shot. It takes 2 seconds of everybody's time every single day, and you can make a change, and you can see where that change took hold. That's the best way I can explain it, and I don't always explain things as well as I could, and it doesn't matter what I do. Some people are going to find wrong in anything. I'm trying not to concentrate on those people who are wrong. There's a lot more that you don't know than what you do know. If you want to be a part of something good, I think we have a possibility of making some good. People can be inspired and continue to do good for others. So another thing I want to do in the vlog is also going to take a little bit of effort on your part. I know, I ask for attention, and that is a lot to ask for. I want to answer a question every day. A question that you ask. But I need you to ask the questions, otherwise I've got no questions to answer. Diana, it could be about anything. Anything. I prefer it to be more personal bent, specifically in the vlog. But that's just me. What kind of answers would people want from a 41-year-old guy with a hot wife who's now a mom? Well, someone did ask a question today. I know a lot of people do on a regular basis. I'm trying to get in the flow. Yeah. Cass Walker asked, I'm a geek with a girlfriend. I would like to know, how do you keep a relationship strong and balance a growing passion for all things geek, especially if the woman you are with may not always be interested? Well, I don't think it really matters if you're a gal or a guy, if you identify with the label geek. And I'm definitely not interested in all things geek. I do think it's about finding a balance and knowing what you don't want together versus what you do want together. As much as I have fun with certain parts that I may not understand when it comes to the things that Diana enjoys, She'll want to watch a movie, a television show, and I'll, have fun with it.
Yeah.
I'll make her laugh. I sometimes find news that Diana normally likes to find and tell her about it.
Yeah.
And it's something that I think no matter what your passions or interests are, they're never going to match your partner's interests at all, ever. And you can't expect that they're going to love and appreciate the things that you love and appreciate, but as long as they're making some kind of effort to better connect with you around those passions or interests, I think you're doing as much as you can. I made the experience of Diana watching Star Wars for the first time into an event, and so that at least she would understand what I was talking about, maybe not enjoy it the same way that I do. The other day when we were looking for a popcorn tin, as this was something that I discovered Diana has as an annual Christmas tradition, which I didn't even realize. And I make sure, she has exactly what she needs in terms of her Christmas traditions every year, because I know it's important to her.
And that effort alone means a lot,
And I couldn't find a popcorn tin. Well, we had one, but I couldn't find one that just didn't look like something I just don't want around and staring at for a month's time. I thought, well, hey, there's a gigantic Lego minifigure head, and it's a container, and instead of putting bricks in there, we can put popcorn bags in there. So I got that for Diana, and we were using that as a popcorn tin. So it's about finding kind of a compromise, even though I don't think that's much of a compromise, and I don't think Diana necessarily disagreed either. I did, however, find another popcorn tin, and it's a very plain, simple popcorn tin that I think we both like. And so you're going to share your passions and interests with other people. And this dovetails very nicely into some of the things that I've kind of been talking around in this vlog. Take from this vlog what you will. A challenge that begins today, and that's not to say that if we don't get to 2,000 likes for every vlog, we won't do something anyway, because there are a lot of things that we do that we just don't talk about. But I want to show everybody the impact of what they bring to the table. Not just by answering a question that one of you might ask, but also, taking a few steps towards being even more transparent in terms of what we might do and how you impact us. I think it was in this very spot that someone asked us to remind everybody, because they'd often forget, because it's not begging, when I say thank you again for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, watching even more of our videos right now, and we'll see you tomorrow.